of the night. I'm beating this game with a dumb weapon. I'm using the gun, and last time I was about to face the headhunter and got completely destroyed by the boss because it was taking 1 damage a second from my joke weapon that does half damage. And off screen, I grinded for a while to level up, so now I'm doing 2 whole damage to the boss. So that's a little bit better. I have all the footage of me grinding too, just to make sure that everything's above board. I used the pistol still and the grenades. Alright, so we're gonna... I think we can take down the boss now. We're doing 2 damage. We're doing 2 damage every hit. And I'm lowering the audio and smacking my mic around. We're doing 2 damage every hit on every phase, it seems. And I still have my grenades. My grenades should be doing more damage. I also developed some tech since last time I played on the 2nd phase. I've only fought the 1st or the 3rd phase for like 2 seconds one time. So we'll have to develop some tech when we get there. But as for the 2nd phase, it might be worth killing this 1st phase really fast to get to the 2nd phase to like workshop. Sitting here doing 2 damage is gonna take forever. Still better than doing 1 damage. Okay. So we have entered the 2nd phase of the boss fight. Now I've discovered that if I just stand in one corner, which I will do momentarily, I'm gonna stand in this corner. I can shoot the boss over and over again, and he can't really get to me. I can just hover over the fire and shoot him like that. Also, he'll kind of hang out near this pillar. Oh, there we go. In which I can shoot grenades at him and actually hit him. So we've discovered monumental tech, is basically what I'm saying. Look at this. We can kind of consistently hit those now. A lot more than we could have. Oops, I screwed that up. We can hit those a lot more consistently than before. Okay, that was a little bad. Kind of want to wait for him to, there we go. I want to wait for him to be in a lower area. Like, I want to hit him with the grenades while he's down like that. Never mind. I don't need to necessarily, like, wait up there. Oops. This boss isn't actually that bad, difficulty-wise. For this, like, for the mechanics that I'm doing here. It's just gonna take a while because of the lack of damage that I'm doing. Also, when I miss, it doesn't help when I'm missing a lot of my high damage grenade shots. Oh, that missed. But still, if I hit him while he's down there, I do a lot of damage. I probably could manipulate him to hang out in range of where I want to hit him. Okay. Luckily, falling armor, or the armor doesn't, flying armor doesn't use that much mana. I guess I should, whoa, watch out. I guess I should try to focus on hitting him with these grenades, because otherwise I'm really not doing a whole lot of damage. Yeah, there we go. I really gotta hit it, like, I should find the spot. It's kind of like right here I need to stand. I should try to find a good spot to stand to hit those nades consistently. That would really help this boss fight along here. Plus hitting him on the, hitting him while I fall like that is also going to help me break in some damage here. But overall, it's kind of, oh wow, that was a perfect grenade. It's kind of wild that he can't actually do anything. You know what I mean? He's just kind of stuck in this corner. And it's really not that scary to deal with him anymore. On this phase, at least. I haven't seen new cheese tech for the 3rd phase yet, so we'll see when we get there. But as for this phase, I think we've solved it. As I take unnecessary damage. See, that's a big problem, is me wasting or taking unnecessary damage because I'm impatient sometimes. Look at that. Oh, missed him, but it feels weird when the grenades hit and when they don't. It's at like a certain height. I gotta throw it when I'm like at a certain... I don't know if it's probably not the peak of the jumping. It's like while I'm going up from the jump. It's weird. I'll have to like... Oh, there we go. That's how to land it. It's like a weird muscle memory thing that I'm kind of getting. That is only useful for this one boss fight. And will never be useful again. Oof. That sucks. Again, I kind of need health going into this final phase, because I don't know what to expect. Come on. There we go, getting that free hit in there. Getting better at landing these grenades, still not great at it. I'm gonna just jump over that. There we go. Big damage. Big damage. Hitting them with those 28s. I don't know how that missed. Okay, I'm getting better at these grenade tosses. I know I missed him there, but... I wonder if I could, like, bounce it off of a back wall. Hit him. Get a couple hits in there as I fall. Same thing here. It's kind of nice when I can, like, sync it up so when he's falling as well, because then I can just hit him while I fall down. There we go, hit him with the grenade now, maybe. Now? Nope. Come on. It's gonna be so much better after this boss, at least, because his soul is one of the best souls in the game, and it lets me grind. It'll let me grind a bunch of other souls to get stronger consistently. Because I just get stat boosts. But before then, he's our first raid boss of this run. The first real challenge that we've really had to face. Oh, okay. Okay, we're in the third phase. We have yet to actually get into this phase. So I'm kind of playing this cool. Playing this a bit cool because I don't know what the moveset is. I've played this game many a time, but that doesn't mean I'm not extremely worried. Okay. Okay, at least he's on the ground, so I can... Okay, no more there. Okay. He's on the ground a lot, so I can actually hit him with the grenades a lot more consistently. This moveset is a little worrying, especially with these jumps. So it looks like just a lot of jumping and falling and jumping again. If I jump over him, he jumps. If I fall, he kind of follows. It's a little weirdly erratic. Okay, but okay, I can land a lot of grenades. Oh no. I don't want to use my meat. For those of you just watching, for some reason I decided to not use potions. And only heal with food, and I only have one piece of food, and I'm saving it for death, because I need to fight death. And I need all the healing I can get, because that is going to be probably the hardest challenge of this entire run, because at least I can grind. Post-death, I get a massive weapon upgrade with the silver gun. Whoa. And I land these. Big damage, massive damage. I get a big upgrade with the silver gun, and I can just farm. I can do a lot of farming post-death. There's a lot of stuff I can farm and get stronger with. And items and stuff. Before then, I'm a little bit at the whim of the game. Okay. That tongue. This is an optimal spot for him to be on the wall right here. Okay, no, please don't kill me. We've come too far to die. I don't trust these jumps. Oh no, I knew I was gonna get smacked by that. He's gonna stomp me. He's gonna stomp me. I don't trust anything this thing does. Like, okay. Like, what are these erratic move patterns? Stay on the wall, stay on the wall, stay on the wall. Please stop. He's gonna jump, he's gonna jump. What is he doing? Please die. Oh my god, I'm so close to the tongue constantly. Is he dead? Is he dead? We did it. Oh my god, collect the soul. Okay, get the healing, get the healing. We eat the donut at the end. That's an American donut. That's a jelly-filled donut. Oh my god, we did it. Okay, we did it first try coming back too. That increase of 1 damage per second, what made that possible? It was basically impossible. Not impossible, but it would have been very annoying to do that before. So I'm so glad we just cleared that. Okay, we're gonna equip the Headhunter Soul now. It just buffs everything. No more mana. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut. What's up, Pomp? I'm glad you got to see that major achievement of the run. That was our first extreme hurdle. I should actually try to kill the witch here and get its soul. We got the Headhunter boss soul, and what that does is every subsequent soul we get in the game, like for every soul we get a stat increase. It's not, I don't think it's 1-to-1. It's like for every X amount of souls you get a big stat increase. We need Curly's soul, so we're gonna farm for that real quick. I mean, we don't really actually need it in this run that we're doing with our dumb weapon. At least I don't think we do. But let's grab it. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut, indeed. I'm probably gonna do a lot of grinding off-screen for souls when I'm not streaming. I'm gonna record everything though, and I'm gonna try to do like a super cut at the end of all my progress. So if anyone doubts or needs to see, you know, any progress, I'll have that ready to go. I mean, I don't think it's too crazy to think that someone beat the game with the meme gun and the grenades. The grenades are what is saving me. If I was using just the gun, it would be, like, really obnoxious. It wouldn't really be that much more challenging. It would just kind of be time-consuming. I could be persuaded to maybe try to do a fully gun-only run at some point with just this, like, bad gun. But it would involve me grinding to, like, max level first, basically. And then, at that point, it's kind of defeats the point of the challenge a little bit, but... You know, it's possible. I'm also considering not switching over to the silver gun, because the silver gun's a real weapon, and this weapon is a meme. Well, even though the silver gun is not good, it's just the basic gun that I have halves damage, so it's actually bad. The silver gun's just kind of like a mid weapon. This one's genuinely like a meme. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, you know? I'm gonna see if it's insufferable. If the game gets too easy somehow, then we'll switch back to the gun. Now, again, like I've said a million times, the silver gun, I believe, is located after the death boss fight. And only on hard mode, which we're playing on. So, we have to do pretty much the most annoying thing in the game first. We can get this gun, which is crazy, but... Yeah, we'll see. We'll see when we get there. Okay, I really need a Curly soul. I would really appreciate if you drop your soul, Curly, TM. Oh, there's several Curlies down here. This might be a better spot to try for the soul. Ooh, okay, I want Valkyrie. I need Valkyrie's soul as well. Valkyrie's soul gives you bonus experience. That's gonna help me in grinding. So we have a double soul situation in which we want both of these souls. Okay, this Valkyrie is very annoying to kill though. How many shots does it take to kill you? Okay, this is... Okay, it's like 4 shots-ish to kill. Okay, this looks like the better room to grind in. Valkyrie kind of reminds me of Shantae from Shantae. Which also then reminds me of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which I was talking about before on the other previous stream. I think it'd be fun to play that game on stream, maybe after this. Or like just do a regular playthrough of it. I haven't played it in a long time. They actually added a Shantae costume to that game. Look at this cool wall creeper right here. A classic enemy type. Yeah, they added a crazy Shantae outfit to Bloodstained, which looks pretty good. It like changes the HUD too. It's kind of neat. It's kind of crazy that they're still adding a bunch of updates and like fulfilling Kickstarter stuff that they from their Kickstarter from many years ago. They're still adding modes and things that they promised, which is like good on them, but I kind of would rather see like a new game than 15 different playable characters for the same game, or just like a bunch of different weird modes that I don't know how much people really care about. Look at that. Partisan. Weird ass weapon. I'm gonna try to get all the souls in this room, I guess. Yep. Welcome to Aria of Sorrow. There's a lot of grinding involved for stuff like this. I'm not gonna spend too much time grinding in here. I really need to get the Valkyrie and the Curly Soul. These are and I'm right here, so I'm gonna do it. If you're on the YouTube, just skip ahead. Maybe I'll timestamp it if I'm feeling nice. But otherwise, I'm just gonna be hanging out. Killing Curlies. What's up, Honk? Are you still hanging out in the chat? How's it going? Doing a little late night streaming right now. Because I was like, I felt it in my bones that I was going to be able to beat that boss. Once I did the grinding and got some levels, and when I saw that 2, I was like, this is it. I'm gonna get that. I got its number. The boss is mine. I will say the grenade really is helping me out here. It's really only difficult when it's an enemy that's flying, which is basically we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna go to death. There's moments in which death I think goes to the floor and we can try to hit him. It's a 2-phase boss fight, so we'll have to try to find the moments that we can really hit him. Speaking of that, Valkyrie seems to be very predictable. Just has like one pattern. Just gotta hit it 3 times, or 4 times, I guess. As I just get clobbered. That's also more than the times I said. Are we just getting like unlucky? I'm wondering if I should. So I want the soul bite ring or whatever. The ring that increases the soul drop rate, and I have it technically. But I didn't get it legitimately, which is why I don't want to use it. But to get that much money, you need to just grind in this game. And there's grinding techniques. And at the same time, it's like, is it? I guess it's interesting to see me do everything from scratch. And it would be nice. I just wish I knew how to spawn in just this gun instead of I had a cheat that gave me every piece of equipment. That would have really helped the legitimacy of some of the stuff with this run. Like, I sold all the equipment, but now I just have a bunch of money, which I can't really get rid of the money. I did think what I might do is I could just buy a bunch of potions and then drink all the potions, and then use all my money up. Then it would be like it would be like I never used any of the money. That would be a good idea. Okay, we got Curly Soul, which we'll need later. We still need to get Valkyrie Soul. I feel like this might be a worse room to play Valkyrie in. Alright, we have to get Valkyrie Soul, then we gotta go save. So we'll like try to get the soul, walk back to the save point so we don't have to lose again, and then we can actually get on with our lives and continue exploring. Watch me get another Curly Soul. Ooh. Soul necklace. What's wild is, in Dawn of Sorrow, which I've talked about, briefly, defense, luck down, that's not that good. I've talked about it briefly, but in Dawn of Sorrow, you have the ability to get, well, one, you use the enemy souls to craft weapons, and you use the enemy souls for a lot more than just their abilities. So you use them to upgrade things and like craft stuff, but you also use them, you can stack up to 9 of them and it gives you like bonuses. So you could get like a full version of, for example, the ghost dancers are in that game and they give you the luck bonus. But if you get if you get 9 of them, I think, you get a big bonus. Now, the Headhunter soul in this game kind of trivializes a lot of the other souls that go in that spot, because it can just be the best stat increase based on if you have, like, every soul, or, like, even if you get a couple souls, it's just the best. It's kind of like Dark Souls 1, the Ring of Favor and Protection, being just it's a ring slot. Like, there's no reason to not use the Ring of Favor and Protection. It's kind of funny. The game even, like, destroys the ring if you take it off. Okay. So it's just even more reason to never take it off. Alright, let's try to get back to the save room without dying horrifically, and then we'll come back to the ring. I almost just died out of the principle of dying right there. Oh wait, there's a witch in here. Did not die to the witch. Weird. That was weirdly too close for comfort. Everyone say hi to Durga. Curly, which is weird that Durga exists when there's Curly in, like, the literal next room. They're way more wimpy and lame. I guess I could show what the Curly soul does in a room, just to show you what I'll use it for later. It's a utility. I'm using it for utility later. You can use it as an attack. I guess it's technically okay if I use it to get around, but it does do damage, so I kind of don't want to use it. I'm gonna clear out this room and I'll show you what it does. Come on. Bam. I wish you could have a gun in all the Castlevania games. I think what we're missing in retro games is the ability to have a gun. So let me just show you Creaking Skull. It's a big bone. It's awesome. It's the coolest. You can also get something like that with a scorpion in this game. But Curly, here's Curly. You transform into Curly, and you fling around at really high speeds. Now, that's useful specifically for a thing later, in which there is a weird marker on the map that's like a Curly marker. And it's one of the only times this game really does that, where there's just like an explicit, like, use this enemy soul. Go to a special area. I mean, I guess there's a couple of those throughout the game, but not too many, so it comes across as kind of a weird challenge. It's definitely something a lot of players miss, unless you, 1, figure it out, or 2, look it up. But it's also in a weird area. There's like a room you need to use it in, and it's kind of an obscure area, but it leads to one of the best things in the game that we don't use, so... But it'll be cool to get. And of course, Valkyrie, we want that soul, because double XP is double, or I don't know if it's double XP, but more XP is more XP. This will help me drastically later. Later on when I have to sit here and, like, kill a million things. So I found out in my research while I was playing the game, the most efficient thing, at least that I could think of to kill, was the wooden golem enemy. Now what's weird is the wooden golem enemy is found pretty early on, but it's in like one area. And it was weak to fire, so I think my grenades were actually very effective against it. I think they count as fire. So not only was I very effective against it, but it dropped 200 XP a kill, and I was killing it in like 4 grenades by the end. So it was really efficient. And 200 XP a kill is pretty insane when you're leveling up every like couple thousand, you know. So that was pretty quick leveling for a while there. It might even still be not like it might still be pretty efficient later on. I'm not entirely sure yet where a better spot could be. I just need something that doesn't jump around. I mean, farming these Valkyries is definitely not it. Outside of their chance to give me the thing I need, the soul I need. Come on. I feel like I should get back into some horror game stuff. I think that could be fun. I should probably return to Silent Hill 2. Wow, I've gotten 2 partisans. Back into Silent Hill 2 before the remake comes out and like takes over the world. It's probably a good idea to finish that game. So I watched Smiling Friends Season 2, the new episode, which is, as of this recording, the new episode was the Halloween special. Now, I didn't realize it was going to be a Halloween special, because it's kind of spooky, but they kind of just announce that it's the Halloween special at the end. It's kind of weird, bizarre. It's just like, yeah, and that was the Halloween special in the middle of, you know, not Halloween. A little early for that, but I guess if you're only doing a handful of episodes... Oh god. If you're only doing a handful of episodes, and you're airing them all now anyway, they don't really have the luxury of airing it when they want to. So this new episode was a little weird, though, because it started out with... The running bit in the episode was there's just a bunch of jump scares, which is kind of annoying, to be honest, when you were watching it. So I watched it really late at night, and I was trying to relax. Like, I was like, oh, I'll put on the episode of Smiling Friends. I'm gonna relax a little bit. You know, I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna chill. And it was just constant jump scares as like the joke. Yo, it's Pomp. Thank you for the, what is that, 23-month sub. You're out here being MVP. Favorite Smiling Friends right now at the moment. Are you asking me, or are you saying that's your favorite, that episode? Okay, I'm getting murdered. Are you asking me which my favorite Smiling Friends character is? I honestly really... I rewatched the Brazil episode. I rewatched the Brazil episode last night, and I know a lot of people hate that episode, but I think that's genuinely a really funny episode. I really like the concept of it. I like how the dialogue is just very real. I also really like the weird animation, the Lord of the Rings animation episode from Season 1. What are some other ones? Honestly, the Grimbly, whatever, the first episode of Season 2 is like a banger. It's really funny. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Like, that just, it went so hard. I think the problem is that set the tone that it was gonna, like, all the episodes would be crazy good, and people were disappointed. And I feel bad, because it's like, Season 1 gets to live in its own thing. It was like a big passion project. Season 2 is really the, like, alright, now what do we do, you know? It's tough. It's really tough to follow. And then it's also like, okay, now we're in it for more of a long run, you know? So we gotta actually kind of plan out some episodes. There's like a lot of returning characters, which I think is souring me and some other people. Like, I think they're reusing the characters at a rate that's too fast. I think the newest episode felt pretty good because there was new characters in it. Like, we saw this weird demon lady and stuff. Like, I think it had enough new things in it that it didn't rely on, like, oh look, there's Mr. Frog again, you know? I do think the show is great. I was thinking to myself, that, man, no matter what they do, I will still watch it, because it's just like every episode you never know what you're gonna get. I liked the Alan episode as well from Season 2. What's your favorite episode? I would have to rewatch Season 1 as well. I do think, and people have been complaining about this, but I do think the 11-minute runtime can be tough when they're trying to do... It seems like they are trying to do more with the episodes, like they're having these longer... They're trying to have these more complicated storylines, but the episodes are so short, it just has to resolve. It has to wrap up so quick, so the pacing is like breakneck. And it's weird to watch the Brazil episode and then watch like a Season 2 episode, and the Brazil episode is like purposefully really slow. But I also think it's just because it's just all dialogue. It's like 12 minutes of dialogue, whereas you're seeing a bunch of action and stuff happen in the regular episodes. So they feel quicker. It feels like a breakneck pace. I mean, that's just tough. But I'm really liking the goofs and gaffs, you know? I liked the I Feel Fantastic reference. I like how Doug Walker got in there. Our man, Dog Walker. It really feels like this is the show for, like, all the people who grew up with this, you know, any of the internet culture stuff. Like that, of that type. This is like the new Groundsy whatever generation show. Like they made it, they got on TV. It's funny that that's like a thing to aspire to now still, but they made it basically, and now we're seeing all of this content. Okay. Now we're seeing all of this we're seeing all of this kind of like internet meme culture and content and stuff in a mainstream show. It's cool. It's really neat to see, and it's neat to see the amount of references. And if you ever watched like Oni Plays or listen to like any of the podcasts and stuff with like Zach Cadle, just the things he talks about and jokes about just all like make appearances in the show. It's kind of cool, just like from a creative standpoint, just being able to do that. It must be pretty tough though to read people being like, "Oh, the show fell off," like people being, you know, not as happy with season 2 so far. I think it's pretty good. I think it's impossible to live up to the expectations set by, you know, their own season 1, where again it clearly was this extreme labor of love. And when you do a first season of thing, like they can have all these great ideas and do all of the animation and call in every favor, but you can't do that for like every season, you know? You can't do that with every season, but I'm hoping they get renewed. I think the show is still actually very successful, and I can't imagine the budget being like too crazy. Too crazy on the show. So I bet we'll get a season 3, and I feel like they'll find their footing in season 3 really firmly, or it'll crash and burn, you know. Was Rick and Morty season 2 well received? I can't remember, because I remember watching season 1 and being like, this is awesome. And then I think I remember watching season 2 and also enjoying it. And then I kind of fell off post season 2. Man, we're getting a lot of skull necklaces and random trinkets. I'm actually caught up on Rick and Morty now, which is funny, because there was a while in which I was like, oh, it's cringe, I don't want to watch Rick and Morty. After I watched season 1 and 2, and I'm like, oh, it's cringe, whatever. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna watch it, and it's actually pretty decent. It's really a pretty good show for like some of the adult entertainment stuff, for like adult comedy, animated comedy stuff. It's really pretty decent. And the newest season, which I watched, was pretty okay. I honestly can't really remember anything that happened, which is probably not good. But like in the moment, it's one of those shows where like, whoa, in the moment you're enjoying it, you know, kind of like junk food. I think the new voice actors did a good job of emulating the voices and stuff. I mean, like, what are you gonna do? That's an impossible role to go into, to fill in and try to, you know, fill in for voice actors that already exist. Whoa, watch out. Fireballs, yum. I don't know, this game, back to a little Castlevania talk. This game scratches the grinding itch that I have sometimes. Like, I kind of like to have a grindy game in rotation. To listen to podcasts or do something with. Sometimes it can be an old school RuneScape. That can be like a Final Fantasy 14. Terraria is a really good example of a game that I can grind in and kind of zone out. But right now, I don't really have one. I'm considering playing Valheim again some more, because I played that recently and I actually had a good time. Considering like delving into that. But I have this as my grindy game at the moment in a weird way. So I kind of am putting my energy toward grinding in it for certain things. Yahoo! I feel like we're gonna get a speedrunner or something in here. Whenever I stream under a category, like I'm streaming directly under the Aria of Sorrow category, which is probably not advisable for growth or any viewership. If anything, retro would be a better fit. But I think a lot of my content ends up better on YouTube anyway. I'm gonna really try to maybe make some edited long-form content out of this playthrough. Because I do think it's kind of interesting to see if I can beat the game with this dinky pea shooter gun. And I feel pretty determined to do it. I'm thinking about trying to make some edited content, like some long-form edited content about the journey through the game and what I had to do and what I learned and stuff. But we'll see if that comes to fruition. Oops. But yeah, I should get back into a little horror games. Maybe playing some Roblox horror games could like really be my foray back into horror games. You know, they're not really that spooky. They're not really scary. And you know what's actually funny? I don't particularly find any game scary. Well, actually, that's a lie. I don't particularly find any game scary, except for, like, Doki Doki Literature Club, because for some reason that game, like, really messed with me. I also find Omori kind of scary in a way, in more of a, like, a mental... I think the through line between those two games is definitely the more mental element of the psychological horror stuff. I don't particularly think that there's much games that are, like, really scary. A lot of it is just anticipating jump scares. I've talked about this before, where, like, Doki Doki Literature Club and Omori do dread very well. Dread and uneasiness is not a fun feeling, but, like, they use it well. I wonder if Valkyrie has, like, a really low chance of dropping a soul, because it seems like a really good soul, and now I'm feeling like we've really been here a while. We've really been shooting Valkyrie for a while. But hey, honestly, it's either this or getting stuck. It's getting stuck on it, like, it's getting stuck on the next boss. And we're just grinding and getting stronger anyway, so it's kind of good. In the long term, it's good. This could be my mini podcast session where we talk about, this is Matt Cast After Dark. But yeah, Roblox horror is good, because usually it's just a rip-off of kind of some other popular horror thing. And, play that. That's pretty fun. That's a good game to stream. Not only for, like, viewership, because people will check that out, but it's a game you can play an infinite number of games in, you know? Yeah. That's kind of why I like itch.io as well. I actually have a lot of itch.io games queued up. I should play those. I forgot, I've been making a list of games to play from itch.io, and there's some spooky games and stuff in there. Give those a stream when I can. I'll probably try to stream more on the weekdays. At night. It's a little hard, though. The streaming does take up a lot of time. You know, you gotta balance your day with things you want to do and all these different activities. Wow, we have to go kill again. I could venture forth. I could just, like, continue on my way and double back, but... Alright, how about, I'm gonna explore a little bit. And there's Valkyrie enemies anyway. So I'll kill them as I explore a little bit here. But we're gonna get this soul before... we're really progressing. And you know what, that's what you sign up for when you do the gun grindy run, you know? If you're here watching the long streams and whatnot, you're here for the vibes, you're here for the weird Adult Swim conversation. There'll be an edited supercut. At least I'll try. I think this will be a good exercise in taking a bunch of content that's like a lot of gameplay and editing it into some watchable format, you know. So I think that'll be a good use of this footage and stuff. We're gonna try to, like, head up a little bit here. What's funny, you definitely need to step on this with one of the upgrades that lets you walk on water. But at the same time, it really feels like if I jump cool enough, it really feels like I could probably get up here. If I, like, coyote jump. I think the coyote jumping eats my double jump. For those of you who don't know, like, coyote jump is, like, you can press the jump input after you walk off a ledge, to make it feel better. So like this game actually has a pretty lenient time, you can see. Oops, I didn't mean to go back here. Well, for old time's sake, maybe this will be the lucky Valkyrie. Ooh, speaking of Valkyries, God of War Ragnarok announced for PC, thank God. I mean, it was coming, I assumed it was coming to PC. I'm very excited to play that game. I really enjoyed the previous entry in the God of War series. It was really fantastic. Like, I hadn't had a game really grip me like that in a story that isn't just like a massive JRPG kind of, you know, not like a Persona. Oh wow, this is actually probably a better spot, Ryan. 2 Valkyries. Gee, Bill, 2 Valkyries at once? Come on, I know you want to give me your soul. I've been so good. Come on. Nope. No soul. Feeling Mega Mind, no soul. Whoa! No, that was a slick dodge I just did there. Why does this thing have a... This thing has a lot of health. No, 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 no. Oh. We got destroyed. Pop through a wall. We're going to miss a lot of invisible walls in this game with the gun. I'm not just shooting at the walls. Oh, you know what I just watched the other day? This is like a mini pod now, actually. I just watched Mad Max Fury Road for the first time. I'd never seen it. I knew everyone was like going on about it, being like, "Oh, this is great, this is great." And yeah, it was great. I'm gonna go see Furiosa tomorrow. See how that goes. That's kind of the best way to do some media, is just wait a really long time for it to then get the sequel. Wait for the thing to get the highly anticipated sequel. That's kind of what I did with God of War a little bit too. If you wait long enough, and then the highly anticipated sequel is coming out within like your sweet spot should be, oh, the highly anticipated thing is announced, it comes out in like 4 months or something. So you really don't have to wait. And then you're in there. You do that with TV shows, you do that with games. It's really a good way to experience media, so you don't have to sit there and watch. Okay, I can walk on water surfaces now. Nice. That's hyper-specific to certain areas that we need to go to. Again, this game has some very hyper-specific power-ups that are useful exclusively for Metroidvania Inc. Oh my god, he just launched that at me. Whoa. I think that sword, it's like a poison sword thing. I think that sword is actually pretty decent at this point in the game. I think I remember using that at one point. There is, again, this game has a weird thing where there's technically a reason to use other items that are like stronger against typings, but you can just use, there's one sword in this game that is just the sword. It's just the best sword. You might as well use it. There's no real downside. Which is why a lot of like the special items feel a little underwhelming, because why would you use them when you can just use, you know, a sword you can get really easily in the game. I miss, so like the thing that GBA did that I feel like I don't see at all anymore is they had like weird crossovers with other games. Like this game has, or they had weird side modes that were like multiplayer modes, or like these weird modes that would give you like special items. And it's hard to describe, but like Boktai does it where, I have to equip this. Wait, is this a soul that I have to equip? Oh, I forgot that this was a thing you needed to like physically equip. It's so annoying. Headhunter, thank you. Yeah, but games like Boktai would do it, and Mega Man Battle Network has a Boktai reference in it. But it was just like the weird, oh god, the weird crossover. I'm gonna die. I don't feel good about this at all. I don't feel good about any of this. Let me grenade my way through victory. Yeah, I don't like this hallway right here. Let me get I need a save room. I need a save room stat. The banter will continue momentarily. A save room is in order. I think that might be a health upgrade, so that... Or maybe not. I don't think those are... Oh, okay, wait. Succubus. We actually need this as well. I shoot the heart. Good. I can be gone thought. All women are queen. If she breathes, she's a thought. Okay. We're good. We actually need the succubus soul to beat the game. So that's something we'll also grab while we're here. But we need a closer save room for sure. We're not gonna be out here not saving, not healing, you know. With our weird self-imposed challenges. Oh boy. Please don't kick me in the tooth. Oh god, please don't suck me in the tooth. Oh god, please don't Valkyrie me in the tooth. What is this nightmare hallway? Oh no, this was a nightmare hallway. This was a mistake. This whole hallway was a mistake. Please, please, please stop. I'm just Soma Cruz. I'm just a wee lad named Soma Cruz, living in 2033 XX. Best track in the game. I don't even know what the best track in this game is. I don't really particularly think the music is the game's like major strong suit. I'm not saying that's not to say it's bad. It's just like it's Game Boy Advance music, you know. There's some slappers on there, like the Wario Land 4 soundtrack goes hard. Shows to Wario Land 4. It does suck in a way that, oh god, that Wario Land 3 is really awesome and a very different game than Wario Land 4. But I am glad that Wario Land 4 exists because it's more of a traditional linear platforming game, whereas 3 is like this weird kind of Metroidvania. I don't know if I would say it's a Metroidvania, but it's kind of like puzzly. It's a very unique game. And then 4 is kind of like the Skyrim. If 3 is the Oblivion with a Morrowind, oops, I'm punching my microphone. Full force. Then Wario Land 4 is like the Skyrim. And I guess Wario World is Elder Scrolls Online. Just some weird nonsense. Alright. Let's head back. Let's head back to where we have new things to farm. Isn't that fun? Isn't that neat? But it is cool to go back here and do damage. Look at that. Killing birds in one hit, which is hilarious because they're so weak. But we were so weak as well. It feels like we're playing the game. It's crazy. Can I even get back the way I went? Must be able to. What even changed? Like, what did I... let me see. What did I unlock? Can I even? I might not. I might not be able to. Why would I not be able to get up here? Yeah, wow, okay. I probably could get up there if I used the power of being dumb. Or wait, no, yeah, I can't. As of now. I'm gonna head over to this room and just see if I can do anything over here. I know where I need to go. I need to go to the bottom to use my jumping abilities. I guess I'll come back and grind for these pointless souls. These pointless souls that actually do have a huge point, but I'll come back and grind for these souls in my own time. We'll advance the plot a little bit here, you know. See something interesting. Maybe peeping eye will be my friend. You know? Hey, if we got the rare elusive peeping eye drop, that would make this whole alleyway worth it. Maybe not even really, because it's not that good. It's just cool. It's like it's just rare to get. Is there any, like, does anyone know if there's any, like, rare drop in games that's just, like, a notoriously rare thing in otherwise, you know, just like a regular game? I know that in Earthbound there's like a sword you can get for Pooh that is hard to get for no reason. It's like one enemy drops it, and it's in a dungeon that you can't go back to, so if you just miss it, you can't get it. And it's just like his best item. You just gotta get it. There's like a lot of weird stuff in that game that you can get the best item. I didn't really think that game was that hard. Like, I didn't think you really needed, you didn't really need to get the best in the slot stuff. I know the game is extremely influential, and it really is cool and for the time and whatever, but like, going back, like actually playing it, it's not that fun to play. It's like quirky, but I think I'm tainted, because you play everything that was inspired by it. Going back to the original, everything seems like quaint, you know? I think that's a curse. Man, it does suck that we don't really get true, like, full-on Metroidvanias much. It's just something like exactly like this. I mean, there's Hollow Knight, which is fantastic. But, like, there's not really, and there's a ton of games. Pooh is a character you can ignore to do how late in the game he is. Yeah. Earthbound's weird. Mother 3 is, I think, a lot better than actually being fun as a game. And kind of more interesting. I still haven't beaten Mother 3. I don't know, like, I guess I'm not, like, in love with those games like some people are. So when I play it, it's like, it's whatever. There's certain games like that that are, like, phenomenon games that everyone's like, you have to try this, and I'm kind of like, just on it, you know. Is this where... I think this is where we've been... Oh, so I guess we can kind of go... We can go to the gardens area now, even though we've already done that. And, like, basically cleared the whole upper area, so... Do we have to go there? Huh. I mean, we did this whole area. Is there something up there for us? Maybe I'll come back. Do I go to the other area? I think I might... Okay, one second. We're gonna explore. We're gonna explore real quick. This is where Matt forgets the order of operations in the game. It gives us more times to kill Peek and I, though. This is where I forget exactly where I need to be going at all times. And I've said it, I do like a rare drop, though. Even in a single-player game, just like, I don't know, there's something rewarding about getting a crazy rare thing after a while that only a couple people can see or whatever. I think it adds like a layer of like, oh, this is really kind of an interesting item. Like, this is worth, you know, grinding for or something. Some games can do that bad though, you know. Where it's like, I will say, Final Fantasy 15 had one of the dumbest post games ever. Where, well, okay, there's a couple things dumb in the post game. Where the best sword in that game, the best like sword style sword, like there's weapon styles or whatever. Did I miss? Okay. One of the best weapons in that game, right, is a sword that you get from beating it's like basically a Mario pit of 100 trials area where you need to do a dungeon where it's like 100 levels or something. I don't know if it's that many levels, but it's a ton of levels, and you just fight like tonberries or whatever. You just fight this one enemy that does like 1,000,000 damage and has 1,000,000 health. It doesn't really like, it takes like 1 damage to hit. Like, it's just dumb. And you just fight that same enemy for like 100 floors. Okay, this is looking like a sus room. This is looking like a potential grind spot. I think this is where I maybe grinded money with something. I don't remember. Elfin robe. What does that give me? Substantially more defense. Kind of a decrease in other stuff. I mean, a lot of int. I don't know if... I assume my grenade is tied to the int, so that might actually be a valuable upgrade. We'll see. Look, more areas that I can't access until I have, Grim Reaper, until I kill Good old G Reaper. Big sad. But yeah, so I was playing the post game of Final Fantasy, which is just there to like exist to give you something to do if you want to continue playing. And I did the whole thing, right? And I did the whole dungeon, I got the sword, and then I burnt out because every dungeon in that game has like a post-game variant, but they're all like really boring. It's just like, oh, it's this dungeon with like 1,000 enemies, or and then there's like some super bosses that are kind of cool. Like, I do enjoy the idea of a super boss and optional bosses and optional hard things that like gives you a reason to want to get max level or grind or like see what there is to see in a game. I think that's a good idea. It's just like, I don't know, sometimes. Oh god. Did I miss chicken in here? I always feel like there's meat in here. I don't know if it's this game. There's like one of the Castlevanias. Here? I feel like there's meat in this area. I need to find it too, because that actually would help me. Is it in this room? There is hidden meat. Is it like in the stairs? I don't know, I'll find it. That's a Castlevania staple. Okay, consulting the map. So, I technically can go, you know, I should, just to see, since I did go there early, just to see if anything changed, I should go back to, should go up to this area again. Now that I'm actually allowed in the Garden of Madness area weird thing. It is weird that I didn't think that was right after I didn't think I got there that soon. It feels like a later game area. It's kind of just like a pass-through area anyway. You know, it's kind of a weird. I'm gonna be cool and not unequip the I'm not gonna equip the item that I need. I'm just gonna do that because I'm cool with that. See, we could have been lame and waited to go here, but cool. Although it didn't matter, because this is really not that much of a skip. Although, I wonder if that means I could skip that entire boss that we just fought, the Headhunter boss. I could... We'll have to see, because I may have been able to skip that and then come back to it later. Not that it really matters. The Headhunter soul is so good that it's just kind of carrying us damage-wise. It felt like we were here not too long ago and we were doing no damage at all to anything. It feels like we were doing way more damage now. Watch this. Grenade trap. Wait, grenade trap. Did I kill him? Nope. He was just really far away. How about this grenade trap? Nope. How about gun? Oh my god. I'll just tank a million hits. I'm gonna go save anyway. Save. Let's go save in the savery. As you do. Speaking of Adult Swim shows from like the topic 20 hours ago, notice to the return and subsequent departure, but also I guess maybe they were testing the waters of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Something that I constantly am like, oh, I want them to return, but then like whenever they have returned, I've been like, eh, maybe they didn't need to return, which is a little unfortunate because Aqua Teen Hunger Force is cool, but it is kind of funny to watch and be like, eh, yeah, maybe this time, maybe this is a thing from a bygone era, like maybe this is past. We have enough. Maybe we have enough of this show. I watched those newer episodes. They aired like 5 episodes or something, and they were like fine. It's also the thing where it's just like they don't like make anything new. It's just references to previous episodes and stuff. It's just weird. I don't know. It's kind of hard with shows like that where they make a comeback. I mean, G4. Shows to G4. That was the ultimate one of those where everyone was like, including myself, was like, oh, it'd be cool if G4 came back. It'd be cool. It'd be cool. and then G4 came back, and it was like, oh, it was like kind of cool. Like it was neat. It definitely was neat to see when it was first starting, but then they just didn't adapt to the modern landscape of having to consume content. You know, can I get up here? Probably can with a combination of weird movement, but I'm probably not supposed to be. Or at least, I'm not supposed to be from there. I might be able to get from here. But yeah, no, G4, the bringing back G4 was cool, and then there were some good streams from it. I watched. What the hell's going on here? But overall, it was like a dumpster. It ended up being a huge dumpster fire. And they just promptly canceled it again. I think there's something with the platform and that creature there that maybe you clip to the end of the game or you go out of order. Something. The Mac Classic. I watched a speedrun one time, retained some information, but not all of it. Okay, wait a minute. I have been over here. It's just this is the area. Here. Actually, all right. New plan. There is actually an area I haven't seen over here yet. So let's check that out. New plan is just nuke him with grenades first. He always has a fire immunity, I assume. Come on, I know you want to get murdered. It's a classic, iconic thing to do for flying enemies. Die. I've gotten good at throwing these grenades now. That headhunter boss really taught me a lot. I think I can get through most of the bosses, except like I was saying, with the flying stuff, it's hard to land. Because if I can't get consistent hits, and I can't land my grenades, which are my real damage, I'm screwed. Okay, here we go. So, this is where I got the funny skeleton kick. The classic skeleton kick. For this Chad over here, this absolute unit. I'm gonna go underneath him. Haha! I outsmart at the kick. Oh, I vastly outsmart at the kick. We're gonna just check down here, run into this wall, get knocked over here. Say bye to the wall, everyone. Come back to the wall later. We'll come back to it later. This is a very weird part of the game. You're just in this area that you seemingly can't do anything in. You really kind of can't do anything here. It's bizarre. If I leave out the back door, does that like make me go somewhere else? How do I get to one of these? There's one that I haven't. There's one island that I haven't gone to. Shoutouts to regular Golem over there, by the way, who has less XP. He has like more resistances and stuff. He's kind of harder to kill than Wood Golem and has less XP. It's like 160 XP compared to 200, which is just bizarre. I don't know why that's the case. It almost makes me feel like Wood Golem exists to be something to grind on. How do I get to that last one? What is the point of going up here right now? Oh, there's another door over there? What? Oh, no, it's not another door. It leads you to the other. It's just a confusing map. Yeah, but seriously though, what is the point of this entire zone? I know what the point is later, but like right now. Where else can I go? I guess there's one other spot I can go to right now, so I guess I should try to go up and around. So let's do that. Welcome to Castlevania. You'd think the amount of times I've played this game I would remember the path, but I really don't. I think there's stuff that you remember, and then there's things you just forget. You know? Wait a minute. Let's see. Oh no, this is dive underneath it. Wait a minute. There's no way. This could change my entire life. There's no way. There's no way, right? There's no way I can dive kick under this. There's no way. Okay, experimenting. we're gonna just do some random stuff. Maybe by using some random souls that I have. Why does it? It looks like I'm going so far down. I don't even think this is how the animation like works. Even if I was to touch the bottom at the right angle, I don't know if that's how this even would function. If you're curious, I'm trying to like get underneath here, because if I can get under there, I think this might be a game changer. Because I think this leads to the underground, this leads to the underwater area where I can get the silver gun. And I can't get here until I beat death, but if I can get there early, this might change the whole game. Okay, let's see. Can't use Curly. Let's see what I can see, you know? We're gonna just... How was I getting so far? I was getting so far down on some of them. Going straight down doesn't work. Wait a minute. I feel like it's not possible. It feels like it puts me, like, low. They would have to know, right? They would have to, like... They would have to make it so that you couldn't do this. Unless... It does feel like... But... You need to try. Come on. This would be so sick. Let me try using the wings, maybe. I'm just hoping that weirdly some combination of inputs will get me under there. I probably have better luck like clipping under there. I don't know. Try to find any faults in the map geometry. If you get here early, this would change everything for us. Okay, wait. What about the doll? Wait. Okay. I have a theory. Hear me out on this. This is a theory. I don't know if... I think the living doll gives you the ability... I'm gonna look this up. I think the living doll gives you the swap ability. Living doll, Aria of Sorrow. I think that's what gives you that ability. It's not the lightning doll. It's the killer doll. Killer doll enemy thing. Okay, what doesn't this give you? Okay, I'm pretty sure this gives you... Yeah, it gives you doll decoy. Okay, I'm going to try to get that, because I feel like shenanigans can be had. Doll decoy lets you, like, make a spawn of yourself, and you fling yourself. And then trade locations, because it feels like that we can make something happen here. There was, I believe there was those living doll enemies up here. I feel like I could be foolish, but this could be the thing that really evens the score. This could change the whole game for us. And then it'll be a matter of, do we even really want to change the status quo, you know? Because if I get the silver gun, it feels like it trivializes the run, you know? I don't know if it will trivialize it. It probably won't trivialize it for later. Now this is just a matter of, can I do it? Without looking it up, because, like, I mean, I'm sure I could probably actually find a way to get in there early and put it up and, like, flip in there and do something. But I'm curious, through my own volition. Nice. Can I do it? Can I find a way to shenaniganize the game? Arachne over here. And Curry Skeleton, if I can get the goat at Curry Skeleton soul, I'd be a happy man. I did not, unfortunately, get it, but we're okay. Our friend the zombie officer Yeah, I know there's one. I know that there's a living doll thing down here because I remember grinding in here on the wooden golem for 20 hours. So I know for a fact there's one over here. Plus we'll say hi to our friend Creaking Skeleton Skull. We actually do damage to him now, which is hilarious. We did no damage before. And now we say hi to our other old friend, the Golem, who we thoroughly smack around now. We really dumpster him. Still gives us good XP. Not worth grinding. Here though. Aha! I feel like I might already have the killer doll, so why didn't I check? Why didn't I check? No, we don't. I was gonna say, is there a reason I didn't check? Killer dolls are also weak to fire, so we can just dump them. If we want to, if we feel inclined to do that. Here, let me cook. Literally, let me cook right now. This is I'm cooking. Are they a one-shot death? No. Wow, they're a one-shot, one-bullet death. Wild. Alright, I'm gonna... this is efficient. I'm cooking. I just need to get a couple kills. Probably will get the soul relatively quick. I'm gonna see if I can cook with this soul so hard. If I can do some unfathomable cooking. I don't even know, like... Even if I was to get to this area, and even if this is the area... I don't even know if this is the area that is... That's the thing, like, I don't even know if this is the correct area. I don't even know if I get to that area, if I could even do anything. I don't know if the gun is going to be inaccessible regardless. But instead of Googling it, we're going to full send cook. We're going to full send it and cook. So unbelievably hard that we're going to go insane. We're going to discover all the tech. Use this to our advantage. We just need this simple, this one dumb trick. Dracula hates it. Okay. Yeah, die, monster. I gotta play, I don't know why I thought about this, but I gotta continue playing the Switch WarioWare game that was like, not Get It Together, the one that was like a sequel, a weird sequel to Smooth Moves on the Wii. I just like stopped playing it. And I really like those games, so I should... Yeah, they have my money, which is good. Support the WarioWare games, take more of them. But I should play it. WarioWare Move It, yeah. The game's good. I mean, it's a WarioWare game. I'm shocked that they even made... It's insane that we got 2 entries in the WarioWare series on Switch. But I'm not complaining. And it's also kind of crazy that we got a real entry. Like, Get It Together is cool, but it's a spin-off game, you know? I didn't think we were gonna ever really get a real entry into the series again. But it happened. Pretty cool. WarioWare Move It does not sound like a real title. It sounds like a fake title. It's kind of forgettable. You know? And there's something about, I guess it is like a big nostalgic goggles, but like there is something very magic about WarioWare micro games and Twisted. Like I do think Twisted is probably still the best WarioWare game. There is something crazy about that game. It felt a tad rough. Yeah, I mean, I feel like no one expected it. So maybe Nintendo didn't expect it. We have the classic viewer bot chat. It's so weird, like it's such a lonely channel, you know, streaming. And they're like, yes, this person will want to buy viewers so they can talk to no one because the viewers are bots, but I guess it's still like get people in. I guess Aria of Sorrow isn't the most hoppingest category of game. I guess I can go into retro, but like, then I have to put the castle. Like, I have to put Aria of Sorrow as like the title. You know, it gets kind of lost in a way. I feel like retro is hard to browse. At least with Aria of Sorrow, it's like if people are following it, they'll check it out. Usually, like speedrunners will come in. Whenever I've played a game like this, in the speedrunner category, like a speedrunner will come in and be like, "Oh, blah blah blah." I feel like they would yuck my yum. All right, here we go. Wait, mesmerize the enemy. Am I dumb? Is this not the game that they do this in? I feel like I'm extra dumb. What? I don't remember that at all. That's bizarre. What? Am I like going crazy? I think I'm like combining games. Oh, wait, is there a different... Gaining dominance over doll decoy ability. Is this not a killer doll? Am I like actually crazy? Is this a living doll, not a killer doll? No, this is a killer. What? What? Gaining dominance will give them the doll decoy. Toss a doll resembling it. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is doll decoy. What am I thinking? I guess I'm thinking of another game where you swap with that. Okay, I'm cooked. I'm actually. I tried to cook, but I'm actually cooked in my own mind. So, well, that was a weird diversion. Which game has the thing you swap places within that? Bizarre. Probably should just like play the game, not try to go for weird stuff now. We're in a much better spot. I'm gonna probably make a save and call it a night though. I think we, in a weird way, well, I mean we beat Headhunter like first try. That was like that was pretty much the main thing that I was trying to accomplish. So we did that. That's good. And then we kind of explored a little bit, wasted some time, thought about things, messed them up, didn't grind it, didn't get the things we needed. Some classic stuff. But this gives me an opportunity to set up a point where I can check this out later and get ready to do some off-screen grinding if I have to. I can go grab the Valkyrie soul and all that nonsense, you know. Grab all that, then XP will be a breeze. I am thinking, the more I play this, like... Here, I'll go over here so I try to go to the roof. The more I'm playing this, the more I think that I could totally be the game with this dumb gun instead of even the better gun, you know? Just because it's like I am getting a lot of levels and I am killing things. You know? We'll see how I feel about that when I hit other bosses later. It might fill me with... So I was thinking what I could do, in a way, is I could try to use the gun, the bad gun, for the game, and then grind with the silver one. Let's see. Let's see. We'll see how much of an upgrade it is. I feel like it has to be an upgrade, because one, it does a lot more damage, and two, again, the no half damage. So I'll be doing real damage again. But we'll get to that when we get to that, so I'm going to call it a night here. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.